Okay, here's what I'm going to do tonight. I'm going to finish this hand. As you can see, the hand on the left. I might have to zoom in on this at the end, but I added the meat of the hand. Finished the thumb. First thing I'm going to do is add this part of the hand. Try to do this fast this time around. Roll up a little ball. Apply it. Then I do this part of the hand right in here. Roll up a little ball. Apply that. The knuckle of the thumb. Little ball. A little bit too big. Stick that on there. Do the fingernail last. Very same principles with everything, just blending it back, blending it in. Really not a whole lot to do here or show, but I like to do this as a separate step. It gives me time to see anything on the hand that might be wrong and correct it at this stage. Already I'm seeing this hand's too thick on the palm. I put too much on there. Cut some of that off. At the end of this session, I'm going to show you a few small figures. I would have liked to have done this at a little bit smaller scale for everyone, but I just can't photograph this very well at this, even at this scale, which is quite a bit bigger than what I'm normally working with. And here's that knuckle. I use this big tool to basically stick things on real quick and shape them. Some of the sculptors use their fingers. I use this tool rather than my fingers. Pretty much it. Do a once over here. Show you one more thing I do tonight. I've told a lot of people about, but most people don't understand what I mean. I think it'll be a little bit easier to actually show it on video. I get a lot of comments about putty control and how I get my putty so smooth. This is fairly smooth already just from working with the tools, but technique you can do is dip your finger in some water and just barely touch this thing. Lightly rub it like this, and it'll burnish it to almost like a mirror. Now, this hand's almost done. All I'm going to do is throw on this fingernail and then he's done. Make a mold of this guy, and I'll start the next videos next week when I get a chance. Just kind of busy with a big molding job right now. Fingernails, same thing with the others, not a whole lot to it, or thumbnail I should say. Sometimes I'll make the thumbs a little bit wider than the fingers. And the tips, just because I like to have the thumbnail kind of sit on the tip rather than be a claw. So now I'll come back in. See here. Having a hard time getting this. Once again, I'm sculpting like I'm in a mirror here, and this is I think that'll pretty much do this. Another thing I just did was smashed putty with my other finger, and then have to rework it. It happens all the time. Got a couple things to show you real quick at the end here. Quite a few people weren't sure what this green stuff was. Let me turn this back to me. Okay. Now you can see the hand I finished the other night. There's that kind of the meat of the palm. Here's the one we did tonight. The thumb, fingernail, meat of the palm. But when finished, it creates a pretty effective looking hand. Takes a little time, but I think it works out real well. What this stuff's called green stuff, for those of are asking real quick. It's 2-part putty, mix it, sets up. Here's the vampire that everybody was wanting to see. And his hands I did in the same way. This is a resin cast from the master. I did some membranes between his fingers on this one. And these two are so small I couldn't do a good video tutorial. And here's the other hand. You see, here's my thumb. Pretty tiny. Kind of give you a view of the hands. Another resin cast I did from the same polymer clay here. And here's one I did that just kind of what I'm going to do with this big one. Made an original. Made a resin cast of him. Now I'm cutting him up and resculpting him. Here's some of the armor details. that are going to be on this figure. Taking my time with this one. Kind of lost momentum with it, and honestly a little bored of it, but that's that, and hopefully I'll get something going with this soon. That job, as soon as it's done, I should be able to get going. Thanks for watching.